I'm going to take my army to Jerusalem and wipe the whole bunch out. Alexander the Great goes into Egypt, and then they find out that he's coming toward Jerusalem. This is the coolest story. The high priest is terrified. He knows Alexander the Great is going to come with an army, burn that building back down, take all the gold out, and just kill a bunch of Jews. Because he's the head guy over the empire now. Glory to God. So the high priest has a dream, and in the dream the Lord says to him, put your royal garment on, your garments of beauty, but everybody else is white, linen. And when he comes out to meet him, greet him, and show him the scroll of Daniel, where I predicted he'd be a leader. Because in Daniel, there's a he-goat that comes from the west who conquers the Medes and Persians, and it was Alexander the Great. The big horn on that goat's head, remember there's a big horn? It's Alexander the Great. And they knew that. Alexander finally shows up with his army. When he shows up with his army on the mountains and they come toward Jerusalem, the high priest is there, they're all dressed in white, and the priest has a scroll in his hand, and Alexander gets real close and bows the knee. And his men get upset. And they said, why are you bowing to this Jewish man? And he said, because many years ago, before I became a conqueror, I had a dream. And I saw this man in this outfit telling me that I would rule the world. So the priest said, let me show you where it is. Took him aside, showed him the prophecy of Daniel about the predicted he was going to come. And Alexander the Great said, not only are we going to spare the city, not only are we going to spare the people, make a sacrifice in their temple to their God, but said not only that, but they're not going to have to pay taxes to me as long as I'm a general. Come on, somebody say it here.